This is from Hunter Avalone. This is You Might Be a Liberal If.
Oh, God.
He sat down and wondered, am I a liberal?
Yeah.
I ask that you watch this short video to find out.
Okay, watching it.
If you're upset that there was no trigger warning at the beginning of this video...
If you think burning the gay flag is a hate crime, but burning the American flag is just fine.
The American flag represents broadly the American government, American military policy. The gay flag is just kind of a symbol gay people use.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it's a hate crime to burn it. I don't agree with that, but there is a little tonal difference there.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty different.
You might be a liberal.
You might be a liberal if your solution to everything is getting naked.
Oh, you might be a liberal if your solution, everything is getting naked. Oh. I hate that I hate that drawn out, screechy thing that people do. You might. Go away.
You might be a liberal if a Muslim bakery refusing to bake a gay cake doesn't bother you at all, but the moment a Christian bakery does the exact same thing, you have a brain aneurysm.
Guess I'm not a liberal then, because I'm bothered in both of those situations.
Yeah, I think
they both should just shut the fuck up and bake the cake.
Stupid and should just bake cakes and not judge people's politics.
You might be a liberal if you mistake a construction marker for a swastika.
You might.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, you know, some of these people who try to draw swastikas, they don't get too close.
That was also Sarah Silverman, who, you know, despite I know her politics are pretty wonky, but she's a comedian. She might have been joking about that being a swastika. Something tells me Sarah Silverman probably knows what a swastika looks like and probably knew that wasn't one.
That was a swastika.
Be a liberal.
If you think there are more than two genders, there aren't.
If you think CNN is a credible news source.
If you think all...
I don't think any news source is credible.
White people are racist, but we're also all Muslim.
If you think...
What?
I don't know.
I don't know. Michael Moore, would you just stop?
Please.
Because, you know, like, that does give ammunition to retards like this when you stand around with a stupid sign that says, we are all Muslim. We're not all Muslim. Only Muslims are Muslim.
think you aren't racist, but you also think black people are too stupid to get a voter ID.
If fact is your least favorite F word,
you might be a liberal.
You might be.
Oh God! Oh, here's
it. Is that Warski?
Andy Warski.
Be a liberal if
you're a motherfucker.
Wait, is one of these people just literally a bullhead?
Yeah.
And what to do with their bodies. But you think women should be able to tell men what to do with their bodies.
You might be a liberal.
Wait a minute. Did Warski just get cut completely out?
Oh, just like he did by you.
Did they just go use? You might be a liberal.
Watch out, Hunter Avalone, because in a few months, Andy Warski is going to make a video being like,
"Yeah,
I shot so much more for Hunter."
Yeah,
Avalone.
I recorded like 8 different lines for Hunter, and all he used was like, "Hey, you might be a liberal if."
That's all he used to me.
You think that women should be allowed to walk around topless and free the nipple to free themselves from the oppression.
Cool.
But you also think the hijab is empowerment and not oppressive at all.
So wait a minute.
Why are those two things conflated?
Yeah, I don't even understand the conflation there. I think women should be able to walk around topless, because men can do it, and also I like titties. So
yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing more titties as I walked around.
And also, but the hijab. I mean, I don't really like the hijab, but I think people have the right to fucking wear the hijab if they want. I blame myself for videos like this too. Person in the chat who blames me for videos like this. This is what happens.
Yeah,
this is what happens when you create a genre video and then retards get a hold of it. This is what ends up happening.
Yeah, everybody that participated in this should be ashamed of themselves.
Might be a liberal if you label everyone that you don't like as a fascist without even knowing what a fascist really is.
This bitch is a fascist.
Yeah, what a dumb fascist cunt.
You might be a liberal if...
Faggot.
That triggered you.
You might...
That did trigger me. I was so triggered.
Faggot.
Faggot. Faggot? He didn't say faggot.
Be a liberal if...
You think all white men are white supremacists and Nazis.
You might be a liberal if you think
nobody thinks that.
No one. Well, I guess
maybe some fucking fringe group of feminists, but they ain't affecting policy, guy.
No, dude.
That's not a mainstream idea. You're not fighting the
power. All white people
power.
are Nazis. No.
Black people can't be racist.
you might be a liberal
Well, I do think black people can be racist.
Liberal if
You travel to give a speech on
This is very poorly edited together.
It's real bad.
global warming, riding in your private jet.
You might be a liberal
I wish I had a fucking private jet. Jesus.
if someone criticizing the violence done in the name of Islam offends you more than the actual violence done in the name of Islam.
You might.
Okay. This is so I mean I'm learning that I'm not that liberal from this video.
Yeah,
And
apparently I'm not a liberal.
I'm also learning that there's a lot of really weird assumptions that conservatives are making about liberals.
Yep.
That are just not fucking
These aren't
true.
conservatives, TJ.
Oh, sorry.
Don't label them conservatives.
These are classic
These
liberals?
are
What
classical liberals, TJ.
Classical, okay.
Okay.
Roger.
Be a liberal if you need a safe space.
If climate change is directly linked to the growth of terrorism,
I mean, this is just like it's like a collection of the most fucking.
Wait a minute, hold on. If climate change is directly linked to terrorism, you might be a liberal. So, if that fact is true, then you're a liberal? Is that what you're saying? Because that fact is true. You understand that, right? Climate change has led to massive drought and famine in certain areas of the world, which has, in fact, led to more terrorism and more refugees also, by the way. So, yeah. So if you acknowledge that that's factually accurate...
But TJ, it's not global warming that's doing terrorism. It's the Muslims that are doing the terrorism.
Okay.
Dude, changing weather patterns don't walk into Charlie Hebdo, man, and blow the fucking place up and shoot it up, man.
All right, cool.
Women are paid less than men for the exact same job.
you might be a liberal.
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 You might be a liberal
if you were offended by this video.
I wasn't
Wow.
offended by it. I just thought it was really stupid.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I was mildly offended by the stupidity of it.
Yeah, I mean, I was offended by that. But was I offended by that? Oh, my
Personally-
God, your dangerous ideas are so scary.
Yeah.
No.
It was just a bunch of, like, overworn right-wing arguments about liberals.
Okay.
Being spouted by this new wave of anti-feminists on YouTube. Cool.
All right, rock on.